Hi there everybody, it's Dr. Steve with Kinesi, and here we're going to go into some diaphragm breathing. Now diaphragm breathing, it's hard to overemphasize the myriad of benefits that you get out of it, but some of the big things that we're focusing on is it helps reduce pain, it helps increase the oxygenation to all of the tissues, it helps the mind and the muscles relax, and it helps shift the nervous system from the fight or flight sympathetic state over to the rest and recover parasympathetic state. So diaphragm breathing is a great technique anytime you're having pain. It's great for anxiety or when things are overwhelming. If you're trying to fall asleep at night, getting into a rhythm of some diaphragm breathing is hugely beneficial. And we can all become better breathers. The more that you breathe with your diaphragm and your nose, the better your system works and it gets more oxygen into all the tissues. So the diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that sits in you kind of in the shape of the ribs in this big dome, and it is what flattens out to make room for the lungs to expand. So it's our main breathing muscle. And when it flattens out, it pushes the belly and the guts out of the way. And that makes room for the lungs to expand and fill with air. So for our purposes, what we want to do is minimize the chest breathing pattern and maximize or optimize more of the diaphragm doing its work. And we want to focus on the nose being your breathing tool. It's what is designed to help you breathe, and there's a ton of benefits that you get from using your nose. We get more nitric oxide that is in the nasal passageways, and as you breathe in and the air gets mixed with that, that dilates the alveoli in the lungs to capture more oxygen from the breath put into the bloodstream, but then it also helps dilate the blood vessels in the body to help deliver the oxygen to more of the tissues. So the other aspect of breathing in and out through the nose, and I'm going to put some emphasis on, I want you to also exhale through the nose, because the other aspect there is that that helps the balance of the oxygen to carbon dioxide levels in the bloodstream. Your brain and your body read the carbon dioxide levels to know when to take a new breath and when to release the oxygen from the bloodstream into the tissues. When we are breathing out through our nose and exhaling with your nose, we get a better ratio of that carbon dioxide that your body senses, and that's going to dilate the blood vessels, open them up, and also release the oxygen from the red blood cells into the tissues so that your body can take another breath and get more in. When we're blowing out too much of the carbon dioxide with the mouth, those levels drop and the body goes into a state where it wants to actually hang on to the oxygen molecules, and it tightens the bonds in the bloodstream so that it hangs on to them. It doesn't release them into the tissues. So we're going to focus in through the nose, out through the nose, and here's how we're going to go about it. The easiest way to start to learn the pattern is laying down onto your back with your knees bent up. One hand goes onto your belly, and then one hand onto your chest, and your hands give your body feedback about what's happening. What we're trying to do is have the hand on your chest stay very quiet, not move. We don't want the shallow chest breathing pattern, but we want the hand onto the belly to really be the one that's moving. So on the inhale through the nose, the belly goes up, and then on the exhale out through the nose, you let the belly sink down, belly button towards your spine. So we'll do a couple here. That's the basics of diaphragm breathing. And then the goal is to breathe longer, softer, and slower so that you're really slowing down the pace of your breath, but you're getting a nice deep breath in there and you're making it kind of soft. And that's actually putting the body into the state of the nervous system where it calms down the sensitivity to pain and it helps the oxygen get to the tissues. It calms the mind, calms the muscles, and helps you relax and feel better. So keep playing with that one, and I'll see you next time.